Final slate. It is going to be hockey. I got you guys today. Got you some hockey. All right. San Jose at Boston. 7 o'clock puck drop in Beantown. Boston's -110. Totals at 6. 54% of the consensus is leaning toward the Bruins. 55% shaded toward the over. And right now, Boston's +235 for some puck line cash. We have Martin Jones projected in net for San Jose. We have Tuukka Rask projected in net for Boston. Boston 7-1 straight up in their last 8. 21-7-3 straight up at home this year. Meanwhile, San Jose has Erik Karlsson and Marcus Sorensen, both questionable for tonight's action. San Jose is also just 28% taking on teams allowing less than 2.6 goals per contest. When it comes to the scoring, San Jose's 14-6 to the over, taking on teams over 550. The Bruins are 8-3 to the over in their last 11 at home, taking on San Jose. If you're into historical trends, I'm going to go ahead and lean toward the home favorite. Give me the chalky play. Give me Boston -110 in the over. 6 goals in that matchup there. Next game, it is going to be Penguins, Blue Jackets, 7 o'clock puck drop in Columbus. The Blue Jackets opened -120, total open 5.5. And since that one opened up, we've seen a lot of movement when it comes to this game. We saw a 20-cent move when it comes to the money line. We also seen a full goal move to the over. That over-under moved up to 6.5 goals. Money line moved up to 140. So once again, the Blue Jackets open 120 up to -140. Total open 5.5 all the way up to 6.5. 51% are leaning Columbus. 87% shaded toward the over. Pittsburgh's +125 for an outright win. Columbus +180 to win by 1.5 goals. Now we have Matt Murray projected in net for Pittsburgh. Sergei Bobrovsky projected in net for Columbus. Now, if you like Columbus at home here, just keep in mind they're taking on a Pittsburgh team who wins 60% of their games when Matt Murray makes the start. The Pens also rank 5th in scoring. They're scoring 3.44 goals per game on average this year. Columbus, on their side of things, completely different story. They rank 23rd in home goals allowed, 3.1. Columbus is also winning just 42% of their games, taking on teams between 450 and 550. When it comes to the scoring, Columbus is 6-1 to the under in their last 7. Pittsburgh just 48% to the over, taking on teams scoring more than 2.9 goals per game. I'm going to do something I rarely do when it comes to hockey. I'm going to lean toward a dog. I'm also going to lean toward a road dog. Give me Pittsburgh plus $1.25. Getting the job done, catching the plus money in the under. 6.5 goals in that matchup there. Next game, Flames at the Islanders. 7 o'clock puck drop in Long Island. The Flames open the betting as the $1.20 favorite. Total at 5.5. And since that one opened up, we're seeing movement on both the money line and the total. We're seeing a 10-cent fade of Calgary when it comes to an outright winner. We're also seeing movement upward when it comes to the total. That number moved up to 6 goals. Money line moved down to -$1.10. So once again, Calgary open 120 down to -110. Total open 5.5 up to 6 goals even. 60% leaning toward Calgary. 63% shaded toward the over. And at the moment, the Islanders are +240. For some money line cash. Now we have Smith projected in net for Calgary. Lehner projected in net for the Islanders. The Islanders rank 1st in goals allowed. They're giving up just 2.3 goals per contest. Very good on the defensive side of things. The Islanders also are winning 62% of their games on their home ice. They're also winning 68% of their games, taking on teams allowing more than 2.9 goals per contest. Now Calgary, they really haven't been able to keep it close when favored, and they're rarely an underdog, but they haven't done a great job at getting the job done on the puck line as of late. They're just 3-9 against the spread in their last 12. They've also failed to cover in 6 out of their last 7 puck line plays on the road. When it comes to the scoring, Calgary's just 43% to the over when traveling. Meanwhile, the Islanders just 21% to the over, taking on teams over 550. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean toward the Islanders, minus 110, getting the job done at home. And the under 6 goals in that matchup there. All right, next and final game for the show. It is going to be Dallas Stars, Vegas Golden Knights, 10 o'clock puck drop in Sin City. Vegas opened the betting as the $1.60 favorite. Total open at 5.5. Now, we haven't seen a whole lot of movement when it comes to the total, but we did see a 30-cent move when it comes to the sides. We actually saw Vegas take a bunch of money, and that line moved up to $1.90. So once again, Vegas opened 160 all the way up to 190. Total open and remains at 5.5. 66% are leaning Vegas, 85% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Stars are plus 165 for some money line cash. Vegas plus 140, laying the goal and a half. Now, Bishop is projected in net for Dallas. We have Theo Fleury. Theo Fleury. Wow, that's going back like 30 years. Marc-Andre Fleury projected in net for Vegas. The Golden Knights ranked 6th in goals allowed at home at 2.5 goals per game in that category. Meanwhile, Dallas ranks 30th in road scoring. They're putting the puck in the net. They're scoring just 2.1 goals per game on average when traveling. 30th in road scoring. They've dropped 6 out of their last 9. Dallas also wins just 36% of their games as the official road underdog. They're winning just 40% of their games at the current market price. Now, when it comes to the total, Dallas is just 23% to the over on the road. They're also just 2-13 to the over on the road when the line is 5.5. So I'm going to make a very chalky play here when it comes to the sides, not when it comes to the total, though. Very weird combination. I'm taking Vegas Golden Knights minus 1.5, but the under 5.5 goals in that matchup there. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I'll just quickly, as I always do, remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. We went 2-0 in our last 2 picks on that website. We're starting to heat up a little bit. There's also plenty of free content there as well. Memberships begin at just $1.99 per month. But once again, there's plenty of free content on that website, including our daily poll and where I can hear what you have to say, what you have to think, our daily poll on who I think you're going to pick in a daily game of interest. And you can also see my current record in many different categories. So once again, that's a part of that free content. Hit that pause button or finish the video, open up your browser, check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take you a minute. Link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine and you're currently watching me right now, I simply cannot thank you enough. You most certainly make it all worth it. And most importantly, thank you for watching today's program. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free information. Best of luck to you, and don't forget to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage.